back. You made it to semester 2, and let's just say, welcome to Thunderdome, because semester 2 is going to push you to your limits in a lot of different ways. We're going to get you out of your comfort zone. You understand how the class works, and we're just going to throw some new stuff at you. First things first, get ready to type, because you're going to be writing papers for me like nobody's business. So let's get into the idea that I'm giving you some tools to help you out through this semester. One, this guy right here. Boom, shakalaka. You'll see this on Google Classroom. I'll probably even email it to you the first day. But still, this is the calendar. Tentative calendar for the entire semester 2. This will tell you what we're doing, generally speaking, for the rest of the semester. And I say tentative because things change, folks. You got to be willing to adjust to the time. So understand, I might take stuff out, I might put stuff in. It just depends on the needs of the class and the time that we have. So let's get to the calendar. How can you read it? It's color coordinated. So if you're colorblind, I'm sorry. But it's color coordinated, and it should help you understand what to look for in this thing. So let's talk about the colors. First, black. Black is just lecture or giving you information. It's important. You need to understand it. You need to learn it, but it's just kind of giving you that. The other thing is red. Oh, red. Red is every single point total thing that you can get from my class. So quizzes, homework assignments, tests, papers, whatever. That is telling you you're doing something, and you're doing something for points. So perk up and get ready to go. Yellow is way at the bottom, and I put this in there because there's about a week and a half of time that I put to be determined. Because I usually say to myself about a week and a half to 2 weeks of time, because I don't know if we're going to have, if the time that I gave for those other things, is it going to be enough? So if I get through all that, guess what? That week and a half will turn into Cold War or the Civil Rights Movement, which we'll talk about generally speaking. It'll turn into the Middle East conflict, whatever. I have stuff I can teach you, but I gave myself about a 2-week buffer zone of who knows. We have green. If you see there, you'll see in green, remote. Every time on the calendar it says remote in green, you are doing a remote day. Show up to Zoom, get the assignments done. That gives you a clue. This gives you your whole calendar of remote days for Core 2, so just pay attention to that, you'll be fine. There's some other ones, pink. So anything in pink is going to be a video that you have to watch. It could be a video like this, or it could be like a crash course video, or some other video that I'm having you watch to do some questions on or just to learn from. So that's what pink is. It's a video that you're watching. So those are the main colors. Those are the things. Remember, it's tentative. It's not for 100% set in stone, because it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be fluid and be able to change. Let's talk about the first paper. So if you look at the calendar, the first paper, it is about you making an argument, actually making a thesis statement, and then proving that thesis statement with 3 positive arguments, 3 arguments that proves your point. And the point being, this particular woman, you will choose a woman based on certain criteria. This particular woman deserves to be in textbooks and deserves to be taught in history classes more than just a sentence. Maybe spend a day, maybe spend a week, whatever. This person deserves to be in a U.S. textbook for people to learn because of these 3 reasons. It is due next Friday. You're going to see I've already uploaded, or I'll upload stuff on Google Classroom. I'm going to give you a handout of this first paper, so you're going to know what to do with this. We're talking about it in the class. The next basically week and a half is going to be us drilling home this idea of how to write a paper, and it's going to be about this one topic. This woman deserves to be in a U.S. textbook. Next one, other papers. There's the 1920s paper. That is going to be actually 4 options. I'm going to give you 4 options to write about some certain things in the 1920s, and I'll give that to you later on. We're talking about Capone, gang, stuff like that. The other papers, there's other papers than that, but the big boy, the big daddy of all papers, that is the movie project paper. The movie project paper is really going to, after we do a bunch of essay writing, after we do a bunch of papers that are going to be turning in, that one's going to be the one that shows me you know what you're doing. Because it is, get this, 5 pages, and it's going to be grueling, but you're going to get through it because it is what it is. Generally speaking, I'm going to give a whole video on how to do this paper. I'm going to give a rubric in class. I'm going to give you the information you need. But what you really should know about it now is that you're going to be watching a film that was based on U.S. history of some sort. It could be any film based on U.S. history. So the movie The Patriot. You could even choose Pocahontas, and I'll explain how you can do that. And then you're going to do some evaluation and basically analysis of that film and talk about the whole historical context. 5 pages long. We'll get into that later. It is due the day before spring break, so you got some time on this. And that's my suggestion with the calendar I'm giving you. and with all the stuff I'm giving you ahead of time, you need to go out there and you get started on this stuff. Get it done. Get it over with. Get it off your plate. Remember the discussion I had about procrastinators? There's procrastinators who actually get it done. There's people that get it done early, and there's people that call them procrastinators that just never get it done. Don't be in that third group. That is not a group to be in. So if you're a procrastinator, that's fine. Be a procrastinator as long as you get it done. I'm totally fine with it. If you're saying you're procrastinating, you don't do it, you need to get it done early so you get out of the way. That's why I'm giving you all this stuff early so you get it done for me. Next thing I want to talk about is the units. There are the several units that we're going to be talking about this semester. Actually, less than the first semester just because of time. So the first one is women's rights, specifically the passage of the 19th Amendment. And then after that, we get into the 1920s, which is a lot of rich stuff there. And you're going to learn how to dance. So you're going to do the 1920s, talk about gangs. We're going to talk about all the different things with the speakeasies and bootleggers and all that stuff in the 1920s. Then we're going to get to the next unit, which is the Great Depression. So that's the third unit, the Great Depression. And that's actually going to be pretty short. I'm designing that one short for a reason. There's, I think, only one class day or 2 class days dedicated to it. But it's to teach you a different way of studying, which we'll get to that later. And then the fourth one is World War II, which we won't actually pick up until after spring break. The reason why is because I kind of move stuff around, and we're going to take care of that big old paper, the 5-page movie project paper first before spring break, and when we come back, it's World War II. And then after World War II, it's a to be determined section. It's a 2-week time period, give or take, that if we have that time to use, if we didn't go long on any other things, then we're going to use that time to talk about Cold War, civil rights, and some other things. And then after that, the one thing we will get to, and that's the last unit of this semester, and that is the Constitution unit, which, by the way, every single person listening to this right now is going to be taking the Constitution test in May, and it is a requirement to pass Chandler Middle School, along with getting passing grades in X number of classes. So just know, Constitution test coming your way at the last unit of our semester. You'll see it on the calendar. But this is it. This is your semester in a nutshell. Be ready to take it on. I am giving you this stuff ahead of time. Why? Because I care. And I want you to make sure that you guys can, if for those people that want to get started on this, just jump to it. Like, knock it out, guys. And for those people that are just like, I'll just do it when I have to, that's fine too, as long as you do it when you have to. And for those people, this is not the semester to procrastinate. This is the semester to change your ways to make sure you get the stuff done, all right? Well, I'm excited about the year. It's going to be awesome this semester. We're going to learn so many cool things. Peace, my friends. Out.